Hello everyone, welcome again in Eng-Man YouTube channel. So in this video, we will continue our learning on oil network modeling using GAP software. And now after building this network, including the reservoir, the wells, the pipeline, and the spirator, now we will start solving the network. And we are interested, let's say we make all the wells fully open. We produce, let's say at a certain date, how much of oil we will get. Okay, so we will try to analyze that, but to get the result, we will first initialize the IPRs from the tank simulation. Okay, it is very important. We will initialize the IPR from the tank simulation. But before that, let's see, I want to show you the IPR of each well. Okay, so you can see this is the IPR for well 1A. You can see the PI. For the IPR, we combine the straight line and the Vogel, and we connect it with reservoir A. So you see here, you can see the PI, the layer pressure, and layer temperature. All right, and then let's click on OK. Let's see now the well 2A, and then this is the layer pressure and temperature. And then for the well 3A, this is the PI, layer pressure, layer temperature. And for well 1B, you see, maybe we can compare the PI. So well 1B is, the PI of well 1B is very small compared to well 1A. In well 1A, we have PI of 7. Now it's below 1. All right. And then this for the next well, and lastly for well 3A or 3B here. All right, so it's good. Now we will update the IPR from the tank simulation. And all right, so we will again initializing the IPR from tank simulation. This feature updates the reservoir pressure and also the water cut and the GOR of each well because they connect with the reservoir file. It does this by running a NAMBL simulation in the background to the date that we specify. If you're interested to know more about initializing the IPR from tank simulation, you can read the GAP manual. So to initialize the IPR and connect it with the IPR of each well, once again, to initialize the IPR from tank simulation and connect it with the IPR of each well, we can go to Edit and initialize IPR from tank simulation. Interesting. And then we select all of the wells, click on this all, and then press continue. Okay, so you can see here tank name, Eng-Man model prediction, start date and end date, and then start cumulative oil production, start cumulative gas production, and the pressure. And at the bottom of this initialize well IPR from tanks, we can enter the desired date, which in our case is December 1st, 2010. Okay, so we will change the to date with this date. And then let's just click on calculate, done. So the pressure will be updated. Once again. And then we can continue. All right. So it's just like that. So now, once again, I want to see the result. Okay, so now our pressure is 3,749 for reservoir A, whereas for reservoir B, 3,542.19. All right. Okay, so click on Continue. We go back at the main gap window. Now we will access the well IPR section of each well. It is possible to verify that the IPR have been updated with the reservoir pressure, water cut, and GOR according to the history matching in MBAL. So let's see well 1A. Okay, now the layer pressure is updated. And not only layer pressure, but also the water cut and GOR. And you can again validate if you want. And then well 2A, you see, updated GOR and water cut. And for well 1B, updated. Okay, you see the pressure changes. Interesting. And maybe well 3B, you see here. Okay, so basically the status of the model is now updated to the December 1st, 2010, which corresponds to an end of production history of reservoir B. All right, so I think that's it. So this video only focused on initializing the IPR using the tank simulation. In the next video, we will solve the network to know how much is the production, how much we can get if we set the wells fully open and produce the oil from those wells, from our 6 wells. Okay, so until then, thank you and see you.